Previously on the Violet Madness. Shadar and Mina were torn from the battlefield and cast into a place beyond the veil, a pocket dimension shaped by sorrow itself. There, the grief of Berinthas took form as a suffocating swamp, where lost souls wandered endlessly through the mire and mist, their cries echoing without end. As the two pressed forward, the land began to whisper back. Visions clawed at their minds. Shadar was forced to relive the failure of his first mission as an acolyte of the Raven Queen. Mina, in turn, was drawn into memories of a life once promised, her wedding day, now twisted by loss. These echoes did not remain illusions for long. They took shape and sought to drag them under, to drown them in the very sorrow that bound this place together. But together they endured. Step by step, they fought through the weight of memory and grief, until at last they reached the edge, a deadfall of trees climbing from darkness into light, and back to Berinthas, where the battle still awaits. So there you have it. You're in the middle of the Berinthas town fair. There, many of the people who have already fled, but there are still some stragglers who are kind of caught in the haze of smoke and the ruptures of fire. The canopies, the tent stalls of this market now erupted in flames. Some of the houses already crumbling. The center fountain cracked, broken. The water within it almost boiling. The heat surrounding you all is growing more and more intense. Aelfric and Sir Tirion are side by side beside one of the crumbling buildings. Mina and Shadar to the south of the fountain in the center of the marketplace banded together. Daemon crumbled to the ground, after gently falling, holding Ven's lifeless body. And above, in the air, Delight is wrestling mid-air with this creature. But before any of you can decidedly do anything, this thing has already kind of begun scarpering off, and Delight is kind of screaming, shouting. He produces a blade from his belt, and he's already like stabbing his wings just where they meet at the shoulder. It screeches, and it flies north toward the Krynell Mines. With that, it is essentially gone out of range, but you can still see them, but out of range in terms of like, you know, it's farther than 60 feet which is the usual, but it's probably about 100, 150 feet away, heading north toward the mountains.
And how far are the mountains away if one were to fly? If one were to fly, sprout wings and give chase.
Sprout wings and fly. If you're speaking of a griffin or some such other type creature, you could absolutely give chase. Like
Air Force Griffin that has a basic fly speed of 80 and can dash for 160.
Haste the bird! Haste the bird!
Maybe Peter Griffin.
Like, even on foot, the trail to the mines isn't far away. It just seems to be heading toward the mountains. It's not like like this used to be a mining village, so it's not going to be too far from the mines.
Okay,
itself.
So how long of a flight do I think it would be?
Look, you're looking at maybe
over a duration of concentration 10 minutes or under.
You'd make it in 5.
I will cast Transmogrification and I will sprout wings. It's my 7th level spell.
Okay. Ooh.
You say 120 feet. Surely we've got a spell sniper, Aelfric. You can still take a couple of shots.
Do you want to describe what that looks like, Shadar?
Horrific, no doubt.
Shadar pulls out his Amulet of the Devout and raises one right hand up, wreathed in black flame, grabs it. This Amulet of Devout now seems to smolder and singe and become blackened with ash as he whips it off now, shakes it around his head and slams it into his left hand, and then the ash sprinkles down from this amulet and then rises up in the form of wings. Shadar steps into them. He is now blackened ash type wings, and he goes, We can't let it get away. And he shoots up into the air and gives chase.
Nice.
Good album cover fodder.
Yeah, for sure.
So you elevate your body to a higher form when you cast a spell. Choose 3 of the forms described below, and indicate which one's effects will occur first. While the spell lasts, you can use a bonus action to exchange one of your choices for an unused one, or to make a new choice when the current one ends. The spell ends when its duration expires. Okay, so I'm gonna go with wings. Wow, I fucking did not read this properly.
The material component for the spell, by the way, is a Red Bull.
Yes. who we are now sponsored by.
Hasn't gone through yet here.
Okay, so I see. What do I see? I see wings. I see breath weapon. I see limbs, appendages resembling tentacles, spider legs, pincers, or something else. I'm choosing a spread from your body.
Oh, that's some Cthulhu
That's some
vibes right there.
Cthulhu.
Shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with radiating light for the second one. You emit a light in a 10-foot radius. The light can come from a halo, from ghostly flames, from your eyes, or any other source you choose. The light deals your choice of necrotic, fire, or radiant damage. Creature that passes through the light on its turn, or that ends on its turn, or that ends its turn within your light takes 2d damage to the 2d10 damage. That's shit for a 7-level spell.
Oh my god, there's so much text.
I'll go with regeneration for the third one because that's the only one I can see. So I'm gonna go with.
There's overwhelming might and there's frightening presence.
Man, my life is overwhelming might. I might do this. I might do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's it. That's crippled with indecision. So yeah, I'm gonna go radiating light second, and I'm gonna go with what was it? The fucking regeneration third.
We'll worry about that when the time comes.
That's alright. It's better than I thought it was, but 2d10 is shit.
So we have delight on top of this creature, and we have Shadar giving chase. What's everyone else doing? Damon, you're cradling the lifeless body of Ven.
I mean, the person I was hoping to bring her back has just flown away. So it's kind of like
that's what DMs on Discord are for.
I mean, I didn't want to ruin your moment. You came up with that.
That's okay. No, sorry.
No. Fuck yeah. So, she's laying here with me. I was checking my thing. I don't have a gem to use for this. This is the problem. I could do the spell, but I just don't have the gem. So, yeah, Damon's going to kind of scream out to everyone around, like, diamonds! I need diamonds! Somebody give me some bloody diamonds!
I have diamonds.
And hopefully I get some answer back.
Tirion, Aelfric, you see this creature fly off, and seconds later Shadar somehow sprouts wings and or steps into wings and takes chase, and across the way you hear Daemon cry out. Mina, I will come to you in just a moment. But Tirion,
no,
Aelfric,
take your time.
You're across the way. You can see Daemon now he's kind of on his knees, and Ven is just kind of in his arms, lifeless.
As Tyrion's running across the square, is there any people like in the square that he's running past? Like, will there be any women wearing ornate necklaces clad with diamonds?
Oh, no, that is going to require some sort of luck roll, because, like, this is a kind of a mining village.
And me without my ring.
So let's go ahead and roll a d20, and on an 18 or higher, yes, you spot a diamond on one of these villagers. I mean,
nice.
Yeah, no, that's an 11. No luck, unfortunately. As I say, it is a kind of not a wealthy village by any means.
It's all just glass from Claire's accessories.
Yeah.
I think Tirion should have diamonds, but I don't have it, so he doesn't have diamonds. He too has Revivify.
Yeah, I've got ruby dust, but I don't have diamonds. And I think the spell's very
Nothing.
particular about that.
Yeah,
The
nothing
spell
on
is quite
nothing on
particular,
Aelfric
yeah.
either. I mean, he's come despite his lack of healing ability. He's come over, but yeah, no
Um,
diamonds.
a couple of questions, I think, while you guys are trying to figure out what you're doing about the dead tiefling.
I will remind you all this is all happening in a very quick time, but like I'm just saying, like what if when you say while people are thinking, like
Oh no, I just
Shadar
meant the
and
players.
okay,
So
cool.
from me and Shadar went through, blah, 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 and we're
That
back.
sums it up.
I
Yep.
don't think did we get a good idea? Sorry, I have like 6 questions. I'm trying to phrase it into one. Um, do I have a good idea if Shadar chasing down this person is going to result in this person killing Shadar, or can Shadar kill this person? Like, is there a lot of help? Does it look like he needs backup? Like, in general, I'm trying to figure out, do I need to call my horse and try to go after him?
Sounds like
Or
doubt.
Make an insight check, Mina.
sounds like fear. I'm worried about you.
Sounds like
Dumbass.
doubting my connection to the Raven Queen.
What did you need? Sorry.
An insight check to see, like, in the brief few moments you've looked upon this impish demonic creature, if you can get a
22.
decent.
Oh wow.
This creature brought an entire village to its knees by
It did.
stealing most of the population's emotions.
Right.
One cleric is probably going to die if they
Yeah,
take it
that's
on.
what I
themselves.
figured, and that cleric especially has
How
been
dare
trying
you.
to die.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, no.
How
He has
very
no
dare you?
emotions.
I'm,
Let him follow his dreams.
I'm
How
just
very
saying.
dare you?
I'm just saying. I said probably.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
very open to be proven wrong, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so
I can see this thing's character sheet. You can't.
I'm one with the Raven. I'm one with the Raven Queen. The Raven Queen is one with me. I'm one with the Raven Queen. The Raven
you realize the
Queen is one
person who
with
said
me.
that died like right after saying that. Okay, sorry. I can hand it back to the boys for your turn. But I guess Mark, for
Okay.
you to prepare for my turn, I'm gonna be trying to get my horse and following.
Okay. So we'll be following suit by wings and hoofs.
Well, I don't have
seems.
wings, so hoofs is kind of the best I can do.
Hopefully.
Hoofs are good. Hoofs are good. Let's check in real quick then with Daemon,
I don't even have
Tyrion,
hoofs.
and Aelfric.
I can pick you up on the way. I think you're light enough.
Yes,
Okay.
sounds good.
Did the mayor guy, the one that Tyrion shot down, is he like, what you'd see as a normal mayor that has the big freaking gold
The
necklace
seal
with
of
the
office.
diamonds and
Just had
stuff?
the same thought. I was going back over to the body.
Okay. Let's do another luck roll, but I will lower the DC to 15.
You want to roll that?
No.
So just a straight D20 for Daemon. Or
Oh, for me?
Is Tyrion the one who's checking on him?
That'd be Tyrion that'd be checking. I'm like bloody.
Go ahead and roll that
looking after this
D20
body.
then, Tyrion, and you need a 15 or greater.
Come on, dice.
You really want to save this gal, huh?
He did. God, you motherfucker.
That is a 17. Indeed, Julianus is wearing a kind of like, those kind of long chains kind of mayors can sometimes wear. There is indeed quite a sizable diamond embedded in one of those little kind of...
Oh, good thinking.
yeah. So like with a dagger or the edge of your blade, you could easily pry that out.
Well done.
No time for prying. Just the whole thing is getting torn gold links fling everywhere as the children come from the shadows and get them. And he runs back over and slides into Daemon embracing this poor tiefling as the diamond glows radiant as Tyrion presses it into her, casting Revivify.
Very good, and it has just been about a minute, probably a couple of seconds more, and the spell would not have worked because the person needs to be dead within 1 minute of casting Revivify. But yes, indeed, as the diamond in your hand kind of essentially kind of turns into this plume of white mist. This kind of silvery glow kind of wraps around Ven's neck like a scarf, and you can see the wound heal up. You can see the blood that is kind of poured out from her neck and onto her blouse, kind of just soak back into her body. The wound fills up, and a moment later, she draws a breath. Her eyes flutter open. She looks around, looks up at you, Daemon, and she coughs. A little bit of blood comes out of her mouth as she coughs, but she draws breath once again. She's no longer sporting that signature smile anymore. She looks terrified. She looks confused. But her kind of bug-eyed, wholly kind of black eyes just stare into yours, Daemon. And she says, "Did you save me?"
My friend here did. Thank you, Tirion.
We've no time for thanks. Child, go to your home.
Meanwhile, a house behind over your shoulder, Aelfric, it just crumbles to the ground, sending splinters of emblazoned wood up into the sky like fireworks. Mina, you hear the sound of hoofs on cobblestone close by. Miel will be upon the scene in moments.
Okay.
Tirion, you look to the sky, and you can see your Griffin kind of soaring down like a comet striking the earth, and it lands just by the fountain, looking very regal and majestic amidst the flames surrounding it.
Can that take two, Tirion?
We're going to find out. Yes,
Then
Tyrion will hop
go
on.
home.
3, maybe?
Well, when
In the
sorry,
clothes?
just
Shopping bags.
when Ali said that, I'll carry Aelfric. I just had this image in my mind of Mina riding the horse, but holding like Aelfric by the scruff of the neck, and he's just like
Oh my
billowing in the wind like a
goodness.
flag. Like,
That's terrible. You can ride too on a stallion. He's specifically a
I love
stallion.
it's just it's just the image that was in my mind.
I saw it more as Aelfric in Mina's arms, a bit like Officer and a Gentleman, but reversed. You know?
That's
Yeah,
what I had thought, and Alfred just like, this
he's
is
riding side saddle.
undignified.
Yeah.
I was just wondering which
the
one was
robes,
going to
you
be
see.
side saddle.
Okay, well, I'm going to
But
jump
yes.
on the Griffin.
If Alfred wants to travel by claw, that's fine.
No, I definitely prefer saddle to claw.
One sneeze and that's the end of Africa.
All right, so unfortunately, I don't think we can do much about this fire. It's not incipient. None of us have very water-based or fire-suppressing spells. Aelfric, I think you would only make this worse.
I have one thought regarding that, actually.
Fighting fire with fire.
Well, not quite, because I do have...
Oh, because you can
I
change
do
the
have
elements.
a couple of transmute spell points. So I'm wondering if I could maybe fling a
wall of
cold
water kind of a thing?
transmuted fireball into the midst of the worst of the fire to see if it can mitigate it at all.
Pretty much a snowball.
Yes, yeah, indeed.
Absolutely, yeah. You can
Obviously,
throw a cold ball in
I
there.
can't cover the whole place here because it's
But
widespread.
you can
but
you can absolutely cover like the epicenter of the fire.
yeah, I'd go for that just to try and make things a little better for the.
My apologies,
Poor
Alfric.
folk
It was
who
not
have to
aware of
live
your
here.
game.
Yeah,
I want to cast a level 5 snowball.
yeah, yeah. Basically,
Let it go.
Oh shit, he's become Elsa.
Aelfric.
Then scutters off. Scutters off.
Ooh,
Well, she
need a lot of
was-
toilet paper for that.
She was
She did
dead.
die.
You know what happens when you relieve the bones. Anyway, she scuffles off. As scuttles. That's the word. Yes, English. I do good. She scuttles off, kind of a little disoriented at first, but finds her way. Daemon, you almost like get whiplash at this brute speed of this griffin when it just immediately just 0 to 60 off the ground, just up into the sky. Mina, as you're going pretty much straight into full gallop out of the village, Aelfric, you kind of just turn as you're riding on the back, making sure that the area is clear, which it is.
Yeah.
You
Yes. Hope this helps.
firstly like conjure up this this golden sphere, or the golden sphere in the sky, this red sphere in your hand, and as it grows larger and larger and larger, it freezes over into this bluish ball of flame, and you hurl it in to the center of the. I broke Ali. You hurl it into the center of the village, and it just kind of almost creates this kind of blanket of steam and mist, quelling
Barthel, is
much
that
of
you?
the fire. Yeah, your favorite druid. Yeah, you kind of dampen a lot of not the damage, but the flame. That most of the middle of the town has been essentially destroyed. But yeah, the fire will probably continue to spread, but will be more manageable for the villagers to put out.
Excellent.
So it will probably be around later when Mina and Aelfric arrive to the fray, but indeed, Shadar with
Yeah, I don't have anything to make my horse faster. Sorry,
that's cool. I just know a griffin is much faster, and Shadar had a head start. So
listen, there's magic involved for both of them, and I just have a horse. So we do our best.
Absolutely.
Can I also just clarify as well, just so you know, before we took off, I sent Rocket to go and protect Ven.
Cool, makes sense.
Good thinking.
Story with Rocket, actually. I know we've talked about this before, but just refresh my memory. Can you see through him, or do you know what's happening around with him?
I can... essentially, I can communicate with him mentally, but only when I'm within, I think it's 100 feet or something like that. So once we're gone, he's on his own. But he has a directive, and he'll do that until he stops working, essentially.
Okay, very good.
There has never been a robot go
Would
against
you
the Prime
know
Directive.
if he stopped working?
That's a good question, actually.
Thanks. I came up with it myself.
I would know if he stops working, yes.
Okay.
And if I was to die, but you still had him with you, you'd know that I wasn't alive anymore. You'd find out. It might take a while, but you would find out.
Would Rocket just stop working, I assume?
Yeah,
Prime Directive is
essentially.
deleted.
He just
He has a number of days equal plus something else to my level. So he might be with you for a couple of weeks or whatever, and then just suddenly stop.
He just displays a message, error 404, owner not found.
Oh dear.
But yes, on that note, Shadar, you're giving chase, and looking behind you, you can see that Tirion and Daemon are just within seconds behind. And as you make clear of the village of Berinthas and come upon the Krynell Mountains, you can see that Delight is still kind of just both trying to stay on the back of this creature, but also trying to get little stabs in here and there. And you can see that it does strike its wing and tears some of that kind of leathery flesh on its left wing, and it starts to descend before it can reach the end of the mountain trail. And it descends, kind of striking a rock and sending Delight hurtling toward a kind of almost like a mountain face, a cliff face, striking him and knocking him prone. He's lying flat on the ground. As you guys approach, let me just scoot over to a new map. This thing kind of lands on atop a rock.
Okay. I would imagine that I'm there first, right?
You are there. I have all your tokens there. Okay, Shadar's there first. Tirion and Daemon will get a movement in action this round, but Aelfric and Mina will not.
Okay, decide that I landed there.
Sure, you can land wherever you like. Yep,
Cool.
Yep. And as can Tirion and Daemon, or you can dictate where it is on this map that you land also. So if you want to do that now before I continue.
I'm not in control, so it's up to Tyrion.
And Mina and Aelfric, you are at the base of the foot of this, like where you are on the map to the east, approaching up this mountain trail, is where you will naturally arrive first.
So we're only like a couple turns behind, if that.
You're one. I'm going to say one turn behind, so you'll be omitted from the first turn of order. So just kind of as you're Tyrion, as you're kind of picking your descent spot. Just to kind of paint a little picture for those who cannot see our map, it is a mountain trail heading from Berinthas up to the Krynell Mines, and a now long since disused road since the cessation of mining in the Krynell Mines. But there does seem to be still beaten paths and old steps and ramps kind of leading up the mountain trail. You can see haggard and withered trees, some still bearing some leaves, but for the most part it looks like a rather kind of barren, stony, kind of karstish kind of landscape. But atop this kind of 15-foot high boulder, this creature, this thing that seems to manipulate paint, is kind of perched, its wing bleeding, but seeping with a kind of yellowish color. And Shadar lands roughly, 5, 10, 15, about 30 feet away from it. And Tyrion, where would you like to find yourself on this mountain trail?
Well, seeing as we're coming in behind Shadar, say we approach land to the north in the tree line so that Griffin can land and Tyrion and Daemon can actually get off carefully.
Okay.
So Tyrion would step off there. I'd say Daemon could be anywhere around that.
So just remind me, real quick. So we've got Delight and this creature here.
Delight is not, like, he got flung quite a distance. He's not actually on this map.
Okay, grand. And
but he is nearby.
Right. And so it's this creature that we're chasing, not Delight.
Yeah,
It's the creature.
yeah. This is the paint creature that was stuck in the.
Cool, grand. Just to be sure before I unleash a fucking upcasted harm on the wrong person.
I think you'd say meteor strike.
Not yet.
Well then, as you all descend, this creature kind of turns and looks at you all. It kind of grins menacingly as it just kind of holds out one of its elongated kind of claws. And in a flush of kind of chromatic light, this kind of paintbrush or staff in the shape of a paintbrush appears, and it grips it. It says, "Well then, looks like I will have to paint you out of the picture."
That's my voice.
That's roll for initiative.
Oh, for fucking Jesus sakes, lads. Why are my initiative rolls always so fucking dog shite?
Your initiative rolls are as consistent as my normal bad rolls.
That's pretty much bang on.
Can you manually type in Shadar's initiative?
Yeah, it was
please,
20,000.
He goes first 20 times before anyone else does.
Yeah, I'll just click
I'll roll,
initiative,
but
yeah.
we can skip it until we get in.
Yeah, no, Aelfric and Mina can still absolutely roll.
Sweet.
Tyrion, we just need one from you.
Yeah,
Yo.
sorry.
Okay, let's go
It's
around
true,
the
I
table.
saw it.
Shadar's forgotten a decimal point.
Let's go around the table
it's really-
and see what everyone rolled. So the creature that you are about to find out is called the Living Paint. Has rolled a 15.2.
Oh, and that's the highest initiative. Alrighty.
Yeah, Mina's next with a 13.17.
Next
Sir
turn.
Tirion, next turn. Sir Tirion is after that with a 13.1, followed by Daemon with 11.14, followed also by Aelfric but 8.17, and then lastly Shadar with a 5.
I'm so bummed. I thought I'd have like a round or two like with this creature before everyone else got here. You must.
I mean, you could have.
Really bummed.
Can
But
I
it's
ask
alright.
a question, Mark, as a DM? My flash of genius, right, says an ability check. Is an initiative count as
It's
an
a
ability
skill check, I think, officially.
Initiative is an ability
It's-
check, but it's not going to make any difference. So I appreciate if that's what you're talking before. If you're thinking about giving it to me,
I was actually going to give it to Sir Tirion,
okay, yeah, I think it does. I
because
think
he's
it
right
does.
next to me.
Yeah,
But it's up to
But
you,
it's
DM.
DM's
That's on you.
DM's call.
I don't think it's a skill check because it's dexterity. That's
Makes sense.
An ability check.
An
Ability check, right?
Yeah.
an ability check would be perception inside that kind of thing, acrobatics.
Okay, that's fair. If it's not, then that's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna elect to say no on that one.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly acceptable. I just figured I might as well ask.
It's one of those things where it's probably a wrong call as a GM, but it
No.
just doesn't feel right.
Your
and
story.
I'm not gonna.
At your
No such thing
table,
as
there
wrong.
isn't a wrong call from you.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know about that. But yes, indeed. Let's kind of get into the.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. It
And
flourishes.
I'm happy to wait an extra turn if it makes sense that Shadar had a round all by himself.
No,
no,
it'll be the
no,
three
no,
guys.
no, yeah.
It'll be the three guys that get around, and then Mina and Aelfric can follow suit. Okay, this thing kind of flourishes its paintbrush, and it looks upon the three of you. Let me just see here. It's gonna. Where's this measuring tool of mine? I need a cone. 99.
Uh-oh.
A 30-foot cone is going to get all three of you. So it's going to use its.
I'm glad we showed up late.
It's going to use its ability called the Brush Stroke of Ruin. Can I ask you all to make a DC 19 Dexterity saving throw
Jesus.
as it flourishes its brush?
Cool. I'm gonna
That
just
is-
choose to save that if that's all right.
Absolutely. Do what you got to do, my man.
No way.
Okay, I've got a 9 there, Mark.
Sir Tirion there with a 20.
Not 20. What's your plus there? It's not a plus 10 by any chance, Tyrion, is it?
No, unfortunately.
Okay, go.
But you're also
Ryan.
just on the fucking glistening barrier.
Is it 5, 10, 15? Is it 15? 10?
Just 10.
Oh, okay.
Damon in there with a nat 20, so we got Tyrion with a 20, Shadar with a 9, and Damon with a nat 20 for 22.
Damon
Cool.
is pissed. Damon is very, very pissed.
So, for starters, let's go with Shadar. Because you failed the saving throw, you're going to take 10d6 psychic damage, and you are going to become restrained by spectral paint as these bindings, these chains are painted onto your wrists and bound to the ground, and you're going to be hallucinating until the end of your turn. On a success, you still take half damage but are not restrained. This is a continual effect, not the damage, but the condition of hallucination until you can complete the saving throw. So I'm going to now roll those.
Oh, sorry, I thought you
Oh,
did.
it already rolled. So it's 40 psychic damage for Shadar and 20 for the two guys.
That's grand. Yeah, Shadar's been thinking about his mother for quite some time. And
At a time like this?
I know, right? Yeah. Just given how things are ramping up, and you know, at the start when everything went pear-shaped back in the day, and he was in the she put him into the vault, and then she turned around and pulled a weapon to fight a whole army, a city full of undead. He's, I don't know, he's feeling like maybe he hasn't lived up to her or to her strength. So that's probably where what the hallucinations will be.
Okay.
born on.
Okay. You're hallucinating that time back in the vault, as maybe in, yeah, just auditory hallucinations, maybe some visual. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll build on that as the turns go. If you keep failing those saving throws,
Thanks, Mark.
no bother.
You did this to yourself?
For its second action, it's gonna twirl that paintbrush again and kind of behind it, kind of along towards the kind of further down the trail away from you guys. You can see just little wells of this kind of like acrylic paint just kind of seeping up through the pores of the stony ground, and it's beginning to bubble. More on that later. Tyrion, your turn.
Oh, great.
This, just for clarification, this is the same day as we were in the catacombs and fighting the Death Knight.
That was just this morning.
Yeah, and we did a long rest. We may have squeezed in shorter.
Gosh,
I think it's just a long ass day. Yeah,
it's been a day.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
Same day, two bosses.
In this economy, Tyrion
Who can
will
afford a long
look-
rest in this economy?
Tyrion will look at Daemon and he will take the Sword of Pardons and say, chances are you'll need something with a bit of a kick this time. And he'll just stab it into the ground in front of him. I'll put a little paint mark there in a minute. And then he will just take off running 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get close to this can of paint and swing. 15, hopeful.
Does not do it.
I was hopeful. Swing again. 26.
Absolutely.
So that will be an astonishing 6 points of underwhelming damage.
Very good. 6 points of damage as you slice, and it's more of a glancing blow, but you do get you create a nice little swipe across its chest, producing more of this kind of yellowish blood. It seems to bleed.
And going by that cone, I think that this is just one of those battles. So may I have the Griffin act on my initiative?
Absolutely.
Now, theater of mind for everyone else. It is a full-sized ethereal griffin that glistens with radiant light as it takes back off and swoops over the shoulder of the creature and has multi-attack. Yeah, one beak, one claw. So
Nice.
first attack. This is +6, so 21 to hit,
Absolutely.
and it's a D8 +4.
Ooh, max damage.
So 12. Don't know.
Am
if
I to assume they're magical attacks?
I will read the spell and hopefully have clarification. I hope so.
I would presume it is because it's a conjured beast, but just
Yeah, like
you
it's a
never know.
level 4 spell. You control them out while emerging in combat. You can blah 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 blah. It doesn't specifically say, but it is a magic creature, so I would definitely argue for
I'm
it.
happy to assume it's magical. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
I will definitely take that.
In
so
that
the
case,
beak
it does
12
indeed.
points,
Absolutely takes the full of that.
and then it will do a claw attack, which is a +6 also. 16
16 does not do it.
does not. Okay, so the claws miss, but the beak does a nice gouge.
Yeah.
And then because the griffin can obviously be hit and attacked, it is a creature with hit points and not invulnerable. Cheap and dirty, that is the area the griffin's in.
Okay. Super duper. Is that everything for Sir Tirion?
Yes, thank you.
Daemon, over to you, my friend.
Okay, something I've never actually had to question, so I never really thought about it. If someone's hasted, does it mean their long jump becomes longer as well? Like if it's the run-ups quicker, you know? What I'm asking essentially is, if I was to haste myself, can I launch myself from this spot to behind it?
The way I always kind of looked at haste is rather than it like speeding someone up, it actually just like slows the flow of time around them. But
Gotcha.
I do think that the rule of cool needs to be enacted here, so I'm happy for that to happen.
Okay, so I'm going to use my turn to cast haste on myself, and I am going to $1 Million Man this over from this cliff and land behind it. And I'm kind of on that square rather than, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to land behind it and get ready.
It almost seems, Daemon, that as you're jumping across, that you're not going to make it. However, it is roughly where the Griffin is, and it just kind of helps you by kind of its beak kind of catches you by the collar and gives you that little bit of extra oomph to drop you down.
I like the visual of that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I land, broadsword drawn, ready for action.
This is the sword of the parents that Tyrion left down for you, right?
The what? Sorry.
The sword of the parents that Tyrion left down for you, I presume.
Did I have that? See, I don't remember. It's been so long now. Yes, it would be. Yeah, it would be that sword.
Well, Tyrion left it just now a minute ago in the thing for you. I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah. I don't know the stats for that one though, so I will have to just do my
+1
normal
to
attack.
hit and damage.
+1 to hit and damage. Okay, perfect.
You're not going to be able to attune to it to get the extra benefits. So it's just magical sword now.
Oh, fair enough. So yeah, magical sword. Yeah, and with haste, then I get an action on my bonus action, right?
Correct.
Okay. I never use haste on myself. That's the problem. It's always, here goes to Tyrion, you have it, but he ran away from me. So yeah, I'm going to take an attack.
Cool.
So this is like stabbing him in the back, essentially. It's only a 16.
Yeah, it's not going to do it, I'm afraid. It's a miss. It just kind of sees you jump across, and as you kind of, in that one fluid motion, almost as you're landing, as the Griffin aids your land, you swing down with the blade, but it is indeed a miss. It dodges.
That's fair enough. And yeah, so I'm there ready to rock.
Okay. Shadar, can we get another, was it the dexterity saving throw?
Sure, so I'm still doing dexterity.
Yes, to rid yourself of these bindings from being restrained.
Shake it off. Coming at you like Cleopatra. Hold on, is himself? No, he's gone. He's gone. A motherfucker with the extra.
Taylor graveyard shift.
Yeah, right. I believe.
So, Mark, while he's rolling that real quick, when Aelfric and I are a turn away, we can probably recognize that we're a turn away, right?
How do you mean? Like, yeah.
What's a
Like
turn?
if I wanted to preemptively cast something on myself, even though,
Sure.
like, because
Sure.
I imagine
you'll
next
see-
turn
you'll
will be
s-
in
you'll s-
range, but we see that the fight's happening,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can mention that after, but
That's a 16.
Okay.
I fail.
Shadar, what happens as you're continued to be restrained and continue to hallucinate? Your mind kind of taken off the heat of battle. You're now mind, your sensory, your eyes, your ears, they're all overcome with something else. What is that something else?
I suppose it's more of a memory than an hallucination. Shadar is, I don't know, he's seeing everyone sort of improve, especially Sir Tirion, just become these sort of bastions of power and able to like, I don't know, he feels like he's not able to compete, or he's not able to stand up to what everyone else is delivering in combat right now, and his mind goes back to the combination of the Corvid chain and the corvid mace. And he remembers the mace just falling off the vault wall and landing and creating this huge hole in the floor as it just settled down. And his mind is sort of preoccupied now with finding the corvid chain, which his father had, which his father went to find. So he can once again for the first time pick up the corvid mace, because you cannot pick up the mace unless you're wearing the chain. But I think he hears his mother's voice telling him that she expected more.
And that's where we'll leave things for this episode of The Violet Madness. Thank you so much for listening. Our players tonight were Matt as Aelfric Ilnarin, Ali Mar as Mina Dumont, Ryan, also known as Deranged Rhino over on Twitch, as Daemon Filius Fiduced, and Stephen, your paladin pal, as Sir Tirion Shadowbane, and also Dave at Emerald Collective Dave as Shadar Vicanis. And I've been Mark, your GM. If you've been enjoying the show, we'd love it if you took a moment to like, follow, or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. It really helps us find more people to join along in the madness. And if you want to keep the conversation going, come join us over at the Emerald Collective Discord server. It's a great place to share your favourite moments, theories, feedback, and to hang out with the community between episodes. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, stay vigilant and mind the madness.